Hey guys, welcome back to the Mining Stacker YouTube channel where we cover all things crypto from the perspective of a miner. So today's video, gonna be a quick one. Got some bad news for those of you who ordered any of the new Bitmain miners. Specifically, the KA3, the K7, and the HS3. So those three specifically look like they are gonna get delayed. Currently, the timeline is hopefully they're gonna try to ship before January 31st. And yeah. So, gonna dig into a little bit, see how bad it possibly looks, see what might be the culprit. Was able to dig up a little info. So if that sounds interesting, guys, stay tuned. So let's get to it. So scrolling through Twitter yesterday, happened to see this from BT Miners. Had a screenshot of an email here and essentially saying that those three gonna get delayed. They're gonna try to ship it before January 31st. So right off the bat, first thing that came to mind was regarding the L7 situation that happened last year. So for those of you who aren't familiar, it was supposed to come out, I think late November last year, and kept getting delayed. Delayed. They finally made an official announcement sometime mid-January. And yeah, so a lot of people actually didn't get theirs until like late spring. So some people it was even late February, March. So a lot of people, I thought it was jokingly. I kind of mentioned it jokingly a couple times that the exact same thing was going to happen with the K3. I really didn't think so, but kind of mentioned it jokingly. But those of you who called it on point. So it is getting delayed. So I decided to do a little bit of digging. Went on Bitmain's Twitter, see if they made any mention here. They did not, right? Because so now the question regarding with that tweet was whether that was only going to be from BT miners or if this was going to be everybody. So did get clarification on it, and it is actually everybody. So that was a screenshot of an email that was directly from Bitmain. So here we can see the whole email. See down here it's from the Bitmain team. So this is what all the distributors and all the vendors got. So this is for sure getting delayed. Which kind of sucks, right? But it's a benefit for some of you guys though, right? Anybody with a Goldshell kadena miner gonna have at least another month of good mining. So a little benefit at least. So did a little more digging, found a funny tweet. Ivylink took a jab at him, it seems. So this was 14 hours ago. So, you know, they're releasing their kadena miner as well as their nervosnetwork. And it's pretty much saying ships within 48 hours after order confirmation. So it seems kind of funny they decided to release this not too long after taking that jab at them. So that's what kind of made it confusing because they typically ship from the same region. So I was unsure if it was specifically with Bitmain, are they really doing this thing with the L7 again, or if it's an issue overall. And from what we can see, it seems like it's an issue overall. The reason I'm coming to that conclusion is that got another email, this one now from Goldshell, essentially saying the same thing. This was a little more specific though, essentially saying that it's not just, you know, them, it's the shipping agents, meaning DHL, UPS, FedEx. So we have this quote right here: with Christmas and the approaching New Year's holidays, DHL, UPS, FedEx is facing a situation of accumulation of goods. The warehouse is seriously overloaded at present. It requires more time to arrange flight information and update express status. So it's not just Bitmain, it's also Goldshell. I'm assuming it's going to be everything that's going on in the region. All right, and then to make things worse is that we're heading into Chinese New Year, right? So typically Chinese New Year starts on January 22nd, and we know their national holiday is from the 21st to 27th. So if it doesn't ship before then you know guaranteed it's going to be mid to even late February, right? A lot of holidays going on during that time, and I'm sure a lot of this is going to accumulate, creating an even bigger backlog, right? So right now at present, in that email, they were trying to say they're trying to get them out before January 31st. I don't think it's super likely, possible, right? But most likely, even if they do try to get it out by then, by the time it actually gets to us, add another minimum 2 weeks. So I would say mid-February at best. Hopefully they can get out before then, right? If they get it out in the next few weeks, we can get it sooner. But to me, it's not likely because they would have mentioned that on there. That would have been the target date. So the fact that they didn't put that on there and they're going all the way to the 31st, to me, it's going to take longer than that. They may be able to, because again, they may be able to get that item shipped. They might be able to get it to that shipper, but then their backlog compounded by the holidays, it's going to be crazy, right? So expect mid-February, maybe even March for you to get these things. One curious thing though is that it's specifically citing these three. It has no reference to any of the S19s or anything else they're selling. Could be because they're already in a different warehouse because they've been backlogged. They've been, haven't been having much success selling them as the stock seems to continue to accrue. So that is interesting. But yeah, just a quick one, guys. Wanted to give you that update as far as when to expect it and what's going on. So it looks like it's not a specific Bitmain issue, which is what the issue was with the L7. It looks like it's an overall issue. So it's kind of better. I know last year was super sketchy with the L7 because it was specific to the L7, right? So a lot of rumors came up from that. But so some kind of good news that it's not just specifically to the KA3. But I mean, it is still kind of weird though that they weren't able to ship out what they were making though. Because for those of you familiar with the KA3, we know that when they announced it, they did have a partnership with Hashfrog and it was Kadena Mining Club. So they actually did get a small amount of miners. I'm not sure, they didn't really release the amount as far as how many they got, but we do know that they were already producing them back then. So I'm sure they've been producing them this whole time. So it does seem kind of sketchy that they haven't released any at all, right? Because they should have produced at least, some, and they should have been able to ship those out. But it seems like they're all being delayed. So another issue also is the fact that instead of having the 2 shipments, now it's going to be 1 fatty shipment, right? Because initially, for those of us who got in early, we know that there was that December pre-order and there was another one. Another batch came out that was going to be for January. But now it seems like they're all going to get dumped at once. So when we do get them, that hash rate is going to get hit all at once, right? So we'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes. But again, it's positive for you Goldshell. For you Goldshell guys, because it does give you a little more time. I know I'm happy about it. Get maybe at least a month, maybe 2, maybe 3 months, right? To get stack a little bit more. So we'll see. All right, guys. So just wanted to give you a quick little update. That way you're aware of what's going on. And thank you for watching, guys. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And I am out.